Before we start this video, thank you to the members of the channel. Hello everyone and welcome back to another unboxing video today. Today we are going to be taking a look at a brand new Thomas Wooden Railway item that I got off of eBay. I'll tell you guys how much I spent on it once we get him out of the box. But I know I said I also would take down this Tomy layout, but I've just been enjoying running Lady and Thomas way too much. So I kept the layout up. It's going to be a nice background piece. Tomy Lady is absolutely peak. I'm so glad I got her in my collection because I never had her as a kid. And then, of course, we have the best Tomy Thomas ever made, the one in the back there from the mid-2000s. Absolutely peak Tomy is. But the line that does beat out Tomy, the line that is better than Tomy, in my opinion, is Thomas Wooden Railway. Because Thomas Wooden Railway, well, it lasts a lifetime. The engines are all made of wood. They're sturdy. The paint jobs are fantastic. I still have engines from the early 90s in mint condition because these engines are made of quality and they're not cheap, unlike, the current Mattel Day merchandise. And Thomas Wooden Railway also gave you the ability to basically build the entire island of Sodor pretty much any way you want. It gave you every single destination, pretty much every station, all the sheds, every piece you could want, every accessory, the set of 3 buildings, the grist mill, the Sodor Bay tugboat. You could build any environment. You could build a harbor. You could build the Knapford Yard, the Tidmouth Yard. Any station you wanted, Thomas Wooden Railway had. So you can pretty much do anything with the line, and that's why it's my favorite line, and I have the most of it in my entire Thomas collection. And this is going to be another example of how you can pretty much do anything with Thomas Wooden Railway, what I'm going to unbox right here. So I guess without further ado, let's get right into this unboxing. The box is pretty tall, so you really won't be able to see a whole lot of it. Saw a little bit of it there. Oh, I guess I spoiled it already. It's Colin the Crane. We got Colin Jr. We got Colin Jr., everybody. So we finally got Thomas Wooden Railway Colin the Crane. Brand new in the box. I did not want the Mattel version. Mattel ruined Colin's face, as they ruined pretty much everything. But they ruined Colin's face, and so I'm glad I got the learning curve version. And so it's sad that I don't have Colin's prop here next to me, as I always did in my videos, so we could compare Colin in his Wooden Railway form to his real form. But I have so many videos up on the channel of Colin the Crane's prop from the TV show. So if you guys want to check out those videos, there's an entire playlist on my channel dedicated to the Colin the Crane prop. So I guess we'll add this video in with that one as well and into my Thomas and Friends reviews videos. But here we are, a brand new Thomas Wooden Railway item. Let's get a date real quick for you guys here. This says 2009. The box is a bit damaged, but it is brand new. Colin comes with a cargo car and a cargo piece, which is nice because I don't have enough of these, to be honest. I only have 2 of them. So now I have 3. And I also have, of course, my narrow gauge engines. So now I can create the wharf. I can make another Thomas Wooden Railway layout and have the wharf and have Colin be a part of the layout. And yeah, so I guess we'll just continue taking a look at this packaging here. It's a bit damaged up top, but it's okay. We're going to do our best to save this packaging because it's a Colin the Crane box. Of course, I'm going to want to keep it. Here's the side of the box. I really miss this packaging. I love the 90s packaging, and I love even the earlier packaging in the 90s, like the original packaging from 1992. But even this stuff in the mid-2000s, this is 2009. This is like 2 years before Tomy took over the Wooden Railway line, and Tomy changed up the engine's faces and everything. But this was still the golden age of Thomas Wooden Railway. For sure, the golden age of Thomas Wooden Railway. I will say, Thomas Wooden Railway had the longest peak of any merchandise line, period. Had the longest. It went from like 1992 to around 2010. That's how long Thomas Wooden Railway was dominating store shelves, dominating the brand. It was doing so well. Thomas Wooden Railway was everywhere, everywhere. So here's the backside. We have Colin loading Thomas in his cargo car. We have Sir Topham Hatt. I love these shots on the backside of all these Thomas Wooden Railway boxes. Shows the items in use. The ones from the 90s are just absolutely gorgeous. This one is more simple. It really only has 2 tracks, a tree, Topham, and Thomas. But we get a good shot of Colin. That's all that matters. Then on the left side here, it just tells you to collect more of the destinations and vehicles, accessories. Got Isabella, the lighthouse drawbridge, which I had as a kid. Comes with Bulstrode. I really do have to get that back in my collection. If I find this brand new on eBay, you can bet I'm going to buy it and make a video on it, unboxing it. I can guarantee you that. So I also have to get more of the pack characters because I don't have any of them. But I had them as a kid. But of course, I don't have any of my childhood collection. And so I have to get the pack characters for sure. And I'll do unboxing videos on those guys when I get them too. So yeah, here's the back side of the box. Colin the Crane lifting and loading at the wharf. Very cool. It's kind of weird having a wooden railway Colin in front of me, considering I had the real Colin prop. And now we have Colin Jr., Colin's little brother. So I guess I'll do my best to get this Colin out of the box. I really don't know how this is going to work. So I'm guessing we're going to take this here. The trouble is this box is already damaged. And I don't want to ruin it anymore. Come on, man. Come on, man. There we go. There we go. No damage done. Nothing hurt. Hopefully, Colin just slides out of the box. Oh, boy. Yeah, we got some more damage to the box in there. Kind of wondering if it's like taped in from one side. Trying to save the box. There we go. It's because this piece is broken, so it was kind of in the way. I can always tape this too. So Colin box is intact. This will be going on the display shelf. I can guarantee you that. And here we have Colin the Crane, brand new. I'm so glad I got the Learning Curve version. I'm so happy about that because the Mattel version, it just ruined his face and made him look really goofy and babyish. But this is the original wooden railway Colin, so that's a good thing. Now we have these zip ties on the bottom. Man, I really wish I had Colin as a kid. Going to stores and seeing this wooden railway stuff, brand new on shelves, seeing all the brand new items, it was so cool. And it's almost like if you didn't get to watch the TV series on TV every day, you almost couldn't keep up with the amount of merchandise Thomas Wooden Railway was putting out, because Wooden Railway would put out their yearbooks and there would be like at least 10 new items every year, I feel like. Because of all the new characters Hit Entertainment was pushing out. And, you know, then they started doing specials and movies. And Wooden Railway also kept a lot of the engines around for a long time, even when they stopped being in the show. So there was always so much Thomas Wooden Railway merchandise to buy. All right, so Colin is tied in from underneath. These should just come out, yeah. There we go. Colin is free. He's a lot lighter than I expected him to be, but already this is very well done. The wood base, pure wood. Even got the ladder. Man, I really need if only I kept the Colin prop for like another couple months, I could have a nice comparison of Wooden Railway Colin and then prop Colin. So there's Wooden Railway Colin. Guess we'll move him off to the side. I cannot wait to get a layout built, make a video on a layout, and show you guys. So many Christmas mornings just Blue boxes everywhere. So much Thomas merchandise. Packaging everywhere. Those were the good old days. The good old days. So I guess we'll keep this blue packaging as well to put that back in the box. Then we have the cargo car. Let's get all this stuff out of the way. I always love these cargo cars because they're so simple, and the pieces of cargo, they're always different colors, so it's kind of nice. Like this one is yellow. This cargo car is like a mix between a red and a brown. Cargo car, cargo piece, Sodor Shipping Company. So you can have like an entire train of these and have Salty or, you know, Bill and Ben, Boko, Mavis help out at the harbor. For any engine you want, obviously. Pull a bunch of these cargo cars. They're just simple enough to where you can have them be empty. You can also use them as like slate trucks for the narrow gauge engines. But then you can also, you know, have anything you want inside of this cargo. Flour, vegetables, supplies, building material, anything you want. So there's a cargo car. And now let's take a look at Colin the Crane, everybody. So here is a nice look at Colin's face. Very nice, very simple, just his normal smiling face. This is the face of that was seen in the TV series, the only face that was used on screen. So there's his face. Then we have his base. They even got these things right. I did not know what these were on Colin's model. But they had these like two gray squares they had holes. And so Wooden Railway even put those on Colin's model. So this is incredibly accurate to prop Colin. Here's the other side of his base. They even have him on this side as well. Very accurate. Good job, learning curve. Peak learning curve. W learning curve. Then we have Colin's ladder. You have Colin's 3 red gears. Here we have this. This lowers and raises his crane winch, I guess. And then here you have the door to Colin to operate him. I'm just like looking at Colin, trying to think of how it was on the prop, and I mean this is pretty spot on. Even as this is where smoke would come out. This is a smoke unit, basically. Backside of Colin. Here's the other side. This is where he was tied into in the box. These 4 spots. I wonder if Colin is dated. Is there any date on Colin? I'm not seeing one. Oh, 2008. So he was made in 2008, but this one is dated 2009 on the box. Very nice. Top side view of Colin the Crane. He's kind of smaller than I thought he would be because, you know, I never saw him in stores. I don't remember seeing him in stores. And obviously I've never had him in person, but he's a bit smaller than I thought he would be. Like Cranky will absolutely tower over Colin, but he's going to look very nice on the narrow gauge portion of my upcoming Thomas Wooden Railway layout. I mean, really not much to say. I'm just kind of taking it in here. Colin the Crane in Wooden Railway form. If only we had the prop, like I said. So yeah, I mean, I guess let me know your guys' thoughts down below. I'm so glad. Oh, how much did I pay for Colin before I had the video? How much did I pay for Colin? I paid about $110 brand new in the box for Colin, obviously. So it's worth it to get an item like this brand new in the box because, well, Colin wasn't around for that long. I honestly can't remember if Tomy was selling Colin. Like, when Tomy took over Thomas Wooden Railway, I'm not sure if Colin stuck around for those 1 to 2 years. He probably did because just excess stock from previous years. So you could always get Colin. He never was, like, not around. Colin was featured in, it was like James and Thomas at the Day at the Wharf set. I know that was on Amazon for so many years. So Colin was very easy to get. But for some reason, he's not frequently on eBay brand new in the box from Learning Curve. Usually the Mattel version I see most. But again, I'm glad I got the Learning Curve version. Colin is just so happy and jolly, just a happy guy. He's just glad to be working on Fat Hats Railway. Like I said, if only I had the Colin prop, then I could really do a nice comparison. The prop would absolutely tower over this Wooden Railway Colin. But $110, I think that's worth it completely. I'm glad I got Colin. He will be featured in my Thomas Wooden Railway layout that I'm going to make and upload very, very soon. That's the next Thomas Wooden Railway video coming to the channel. So I guess let me know your thoughts down below on Colin the Crane. This automatically has become my new favorite destination. Colin is... I had his prop, and, you know, I love the fact... I always said I love the fact that he's a destination character, just like Cranky, which we don't have a lot of in Thomas Wooden Railway or Thomas and Friends in general. Destination characters. And he's smaller than Cranky, and he's basically the complete opposite of Cranky. Colin is more patient, he's more kind. Cranky is kind of quick to temper and hot-headed. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts down below on Colin the Crane. Automatically, my new favorite destination in my Thomas Wooden Railway collection. So let me know your thoughts down below. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.